You know, it's kind of funny about my interracial marriage because I feel like there's like adoption ratios, if you will. So, for example, like how much more Mexican am I with Gio's family versus
that adoption.
yeah, versus how much Chinese is Gio now with my family?
Yeah.
The funny part is in Gio's family, one of the first times I was introduced to her dad, like her dad's a very traditional or was a very traditional Mexican machismo guy. Like he's just like very stoic, man of few words, you know, that kind of stuff. He just sits in the corner. Usually it's like all the women arranging all the stuff or logistics in the house of what's going on when there's like a party. Gio's like, oh, I want you to meet Bart. He's my boyfriend, whatever. And I shook his hand regular style. And then I went up for a kiss and I kissed him on the cheek because I knew that I was going to catch him off guard. So he was just like, oh, you just feel him all stiffening up. And I was like, mwah, like that. And then he was like, what the fuck? And I think from that point on,
You're Latino, right?
I think from that point on, he was like, okay, this motherfucker, I can't have any expectations because he's not really Chinese. He's just his own thing. So from that point on, I didn't have to adopt anything. But on the flip side, Gio is pretty fucking Chinese. On our end, like all our rules, the typical like take your shoes off when he comes.
She sees her mom. Meow.
She addresses all of my elders by Chinese, like yeah, po, ai, whatever. She addresses all of them by their Chinese titles. Is very respectful. All the traditions that we do when we go eat, grabs the food last. You know, like all that Asian stuff. She does all of it. But when I'm with her family, I see her mom like bent over. I'm like, ooh, look at that culo. So like at her family,
That's crazy.
it's like
That's pretty Mexican.
it's completely like opposite. I don't do any Mexican shit.
They're like, the crazy Chinese guy is here again. Wild Chinaman.
Yeah,
Are you more ready to listen to, or is more comedy here like Bad Bunny in your house, or like Teresa Tang?
for sure, Bad Bunny.
Then you're adopting. You know, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, okay.
As if I'm comparing the same generation of art.
Food wise, Taika fucking hates Chinese food,
Really?
which I kind of hate too. So I'm like, okay,
Okay, that's fair.
because it took me a while to get it.
Annie hates panda.
He hates Panda Express.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even like.
Because Mexicans like pandas.
Mexicans love Panda Express.
His blood's supposed to be like, I love panda.
Mexicans love orange chicken.
Mexicans cook it.
It might be because he's fucking whitewashed.
Oh.
Because he doesn't even like tacos El Gordo.
You whitewashed your own child.
What does he want? Casserole?
He probably wants Taco Bell. He likes
likes Taco Bell.
chilaquiles.
He likes his grandma chilaquiles though. That's bomb.
Okay.
Anything grandma makes, that's bomb. But tacos El Gordo.
He's an emotional Mexican.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's like the thing of where if you have it from your family, it's like substandard to have it at fast food.
Tacos El Gordo, though?
I never had it, I
Grandma
don't know.
cannot make tacos.
Brother, you haven't had tacos?
We're gonna go there today.
Yeah, especially the one off of town around town.
Yeah,
Center
right
on Sunset.
across from her.
Bro, next time, instead of Tejas State Brazil, dude, we should just go Tacos El Gordo for birthdays.
Wait, you took Ace to Tacos del whatever the fuck, and he had the worst diarrhea of his life.
Huh?
That didn't mean he didn't enjoy the shit out of it.
What did he order? I never had diarrhea from there.
He said he got the pork or something.
Look at him. Look at him.
One of the Kinjaz guys. He took one of the Kinjaz guys. And
Not just one of the kids, the white guy at the.
I know
Yeah,
Ace.
you know Ace, yeah. Look at him.
he can't handle spice.
Come on, dude. Bring one of our minority people there.
How much of the adoption do you guys have in your guys' relationships, like of each other's culture? Because mine is 0 on my side, but then Gio is like probably 70-80% Chinese.
Obviously, mine is still very Asian, so that's gonna be boring.
I'm still learning British culture. But what I found out, this is the fucking cool part, is British is like the perfect in-between between Japan and America. And they actually are more similar to Japan in a lot of ways than
Imperialists.
America. Yeah. So like one of them is that we both come from countries that are like, well, I was born here, but it's more like there's a royal system. And with that, the culture has a class and like system of like hierarchy and like class system. So because of that, I think there's certain things that bleed into the culture for having that.
Well, give me an example of how that bleeds into.
You guys both have a lot of burning churches too.
Burning churches. And we have a lot of bombings.
wrong side of the war with America all the time.
But yeah, but how does it bleed into your household?
In the house,
Yeah, you and Hannah's household.
it's very subtle to where like I think, man, it's hard to nail a perfect example, but like while we're having conversations, there's just certain things that like we see super eye to eye on and don't even need to discuss
you don't have
it
to explain it,
because it's almost like the same culture. So a lot of the stuff that I would bump heads with like maybe Americans or just things that are like, man, how do I even explain this? I don't have to explain it to her because she gets it. Like they have the class system, right? Where it says like posh people or whatever. We have that here, but in America, it's more like they see it as rich. Over there, you could be broke but high class.
Ah, I see.
Oh, yeah.
And then same with Japan. You could be highborn, but you could be like, you ain't got no money.
Proper individual.
Yeah. So it's kind of similar in that way where it's like, yeah. So like, it's hard to explain. So because of those nuances, it was so much easier to just like, for her to get shit and then like,
When you guys both start talking shit on China, you guys click right away.
yeah. Former fucking colonies, you know, big colonist nations, you know, like it's like we could relate on how many countries we colonized.
My ancestor was a colonizer too. Yeah, I get it.
I think the biggest one that I'm probably adopting from her family is like more like talking like as equals and like discussions. Like Asian style is like you don't really talk as equals and have discussions with your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, like elders are elders.
Yeah, you
you're
don't do
just
that.
subordinate.
Yeah.
No, but I text back and forth with their parents all the time. Like we were like friends. Like it's so different from like Asian style community. Like my mom will like reach out to Hannah and stuff too, but there's this level of parent-child dialogue.
Well, that's crazy. See, because that still contrasts even for me. Obviously, with Nina being Asian still, like I can speak more. Her parents speak better English than my parents, so I feel like I can speak with them. But it's still like that. Those are parents.
Yeah, exactly. There's a line.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like British people, like Europeans, I think they're just really fucking good, like conversationalists. So you could talk about hella shit. And I mean, I think they just do that more than Americans. Americans are more like surface level or niceties and like you don't really get deep.
British is good at banter.
That's true.
Yeah, like so they're like really good and like you could talk to them for hours and it's not boring, right? Yeah, so like me and her dad would go back and forth with like long ass texts and I'm like I never had that relationship with someone that's considered above me.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's true.
I was like that's something I think we'll keep and that's something that I'm adopting cuz in the beginning I couldn't call them by like I still can't call them by first name.
Well, when you say keep and adopting, when you have a kid and your kid's starting to talk to you like a friend, are you really good at keep it right then?
No, but so that's the thing is there's this level of hierarchy still where there's respect and it's different, man. Like it's not like disrespect where it's like fuck you, mom, you know, like that American shit.
Yeah.
It's
The lane of communication is open as long as we don't break any rules type stuff. Like it's an understood kind of respect.
it's with stages. So once they become an adult, they're treated like an adult. Versus like we could be 50 and our parents will still treat us like we're 5. So I think that's the difference.
Let me give you an example. Let me see how you would deal with it because I'm on the fence with this one. Let's say you're playing a game with your kid and your kid's like, oh man, bro. Is that okay to be equal? Or is that you're like,
Oh, calling me bro?
call me a
calling
bro?
you bro, yeah.
Or he would say like, oh man, bro. What would you?
That's so different. Once you put an accent on something, I don't know. We're American, but
Yeah, I think I don't think that's respectful because you can't address your father as bro. Like I would, but I don't think they do that either.
no. But if I saw a little British kid on like Ted Lasso talk to his dad, and be like, "Oh, bro," I'd be like, "Man, that's tight."
Oh, he does do that?
No, I'm just saying.
I was on the fence because there's the side of me that goes, what the fuck? You don't call me bro. But then there's the other side. I'm like, oh, but then it just rolled off the tongue. It's like one of those like nah, dog. You know, it's like that. So I'm like,
Don't make it a habit. I'll just say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I don't know.
I'm not your bro. I'm your dude.
Yeah, I think there's still a way to respect it without being such a fucking hard ass. I think Asian style is too.
It's too rigid.
I think that's what it.
No room for like wiggle room for anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I like that. The way her family has, like, they still respect the parents and like there's like a lot of love there, but they can have really sick ass conversations and it's civil and like all that. And I'm like, why the fuck can't I operate like that? And I think Asian style is like, you just can't. It's always a lecture. It's always something like proverbs and shit. It's always like, there's just no conversation.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I feel from that with my parents is because they always wear that hat and of like parent and kid, there's this wall you can't get through for you to know the real them and then for them to know the real
No,
you.
yeah. It's
But
not
once-
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but once you guys can break through, that's awesome. Where it's like it's so refreshing
Yeah.
to be able to just like, okay, it's just person with person. Who gives a fuck what identity or fucking hat you're wearing?
Mhm.
Because I think it's a huge difference in Western thinking and like Eastern, where like Eastern is like it's very like hierarchy. You have your role and you just stick to your role and you don't really break through. Yeah.
I had to prime Smack on being almost like feigning dependence. So like for Filipino culture, when they're always trying to give you stuff, right? But if I was telling Smack like she never wants to accept it, and I'm like, oh, you have to accept it. You have to act like that's exactly what you needed. So if they give you a fucking vacuum, you got to act like, thank God you're giving me this vacuum. I needed it so badly.
I was praying for this last night.
You don't go, oh, we already have one. Like, that's rude. But from her culture, it's like rude to just, why would I take these things from these people? Like, I should tell them like to keep it. I'm like, no. It's a total opposite. So she had to learn that, like,
Because it's like she's being modest and saying like, no, thank you. Not like greedy, right? But then in Asian culture, you have to accept.
they want to know that they were able to do something for you. So like we'll go out to dinner or lunch with my parents randomly. This is when I was just dating her. They would just give her hundreds of dollars.
Oh shit!
Yeah, for no reason. They would just be like, "Here you go," and she's like, "What?"
That's fucking awesome.
And that's coming from her family she had to pay rent living at home at 16. So it's like stark opposite. So I had to be like, okay, I know it's really uncomfortable for you, but that's the best gesture you can give back is like, thank you so much. Like this is gonna help a lot. Like,
and then give it to me later.
And then give it to me, and we buy PS5 games.
That is true though, because that's their love language.
It is, yeah.
That's their purpose. Is like my purpose is till you die, I'm gonna take care of you. Because even my grandma at 90 was trying to fucking give candy to my mom.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's like, I don't want candy. I don't want to be diabetic.
My dad right now called me like just the other week, and he's like, I have a deal for you. I was like, what? And he goes, I'll pay for 1 year of diapers. I was like, a year of diapers? It's like, that's a lot of money. And how are you quantifying that? What's a year of diapers? He's like, don't worry, I'll answer for it.
Just randomly. But what's the deal? Because you're supposed to give it another.
I know,
That's not even a deal. That's just
There's nothing in exchange.
this is the way I want you to understand how I'm.
That's his deal. He did that before when I was looking for a car
Just
too recently.
promote me on Instagram.
That's his deal. He goes, he did the same thing a few months before that. He's like, I have a proposition for you. I was like, what? He goes, buy your car and I'll pay the down payment. I was like, what's the deal? You're just giving
It's just free. There's no deal.
So like I couldn't accept it because I'm like, that's crazy. It's not a deal.
not a fucking
but he
deal.
just want, like, as Filipino parents, they just want to know that like they're helping you. You know.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, but then Smack is like, she's like, it's abhorrent to her. It's like it almost makes her feel like sick, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But that is a huge difference of East and West, because Hannah was telling her parents about how, like, so one of her family members married a Indian, and he inherited like a home in like fucking, I don't know, like 500,000 pounds or some shit.
Wow.
Like, yeah, or whatever. And she's like, yeah, that's the difference. You know, the culture is like, they think about, and then she's like, that's why she's like, regular common Westerners, they're different from rich Westerners. Like these high class, like white people, they think about inheritance and passing shit down. But common Asians, even the brokest ones, think about passing down inheritance. So she's like, that's the difference. Is like if the upper class think about it, but not the lower, but then like lower class Asians, it's like it doesn't fucking matter if you're Indian or Japanese or whatever. Like everyone's trying to pass something down, and she goes, that's why they win.